Hey guys, Phoenix Spring Tarot. So, Harry and Meghan have been in Nigeria at the invite of the Nigerian Ministry of Defense or Chief of Defense. So, in their 3-day tour, they promoted the Invictus Games. So, they promoted sports rehabilitation, mental health, and women's empowerment. So, many in the UK have been saying that it looks like they are on a royal tour, and they've been saying that it's insensitive seeing that 2 members of the royal family are not in full circulation because of ill health. And they've also claimed that Harry and Meghan have said that they didn't want to be in the public eye, yet they've done nothing but be in the public eye. So in this reading, what I would just like to look at are the current energies around Harry and Meghan. You know, it's been claimed that, okay, the cards are ready. All right. So I'll just finish this. It's been claimed that this would be, they're claiming that this unofficial tour would be the first tour amongst many tours. So it's also, have they finally hit the target when they come, when it's come to their brand? It's taken them quite a few years to find their niche. So have they finally found it? And with this latest rebrand stick. So I just want to say as well that I want to approach this reading from a place of objectivity, right? Of being unbiased. So for those of you tuning in and expecting this to be a Harry and Meghan just bashing session, just to have a bash, that's not how my channel operates. That's not how I operate, okay? We always try to be objective and to find the root cause for a situation. And if it just so happens that because of being objective, that a few messages come out that may be in alignment with what the common collective sentiment is, then so be it. But we don't push that agenda, okay? Right, so the cards are ready, as I said before. I don't have any pre-channeled messages, so let's get into this. And very finally, guys, as a reminder, use your intuition as I'm doing this to derive your own unique meanings from the cards, okay? Because this will also help strengthen your intuition and develop your discernment. So, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, please protect myself. Please protect those viewing this reading. May we only channel messages of the highest light frequency of truth and accuracy. And maybe only know what the collective is meant to know. Thank you. All right. So, oh no. It's interesting. This. No. Okay. Right. Can you guys see all of that? So, these two. Okay, all messages are alleged until proven fact. Let me just say that as well. The very first message that I'm getting with this 7 of Swords is, I don't know how this would work. This is just what they're telling me. But it's as if behind the scenes, Harry and Meghan, either their PR team or so on, kind of asked for this tour to happen. So what the official line is that this tour was an invitation, because when I did my background context for this reading, when I did my research, they said it was the Chief of Defense or the Ministry of Defense, the Nigerian Ministry of Defense, sorry, that invited them. That's, with the 7 of Swords, that's not completely true. It was as if we want to come and we want to do this, but we can't really do this unless we receive an official invite. I'm sorry, it's like, that's just what I'm getting. Sorry, that's what I'm getting. Because we have the 7 of Swords talks about, in this context, it's talking about being resourceful. It's talking about wanting to get your way, but kind of needing to go around the houses to get it, to give the impression that you're not doing what you're doing. It's like, it's a sneaky energy. So when we're talking about their tour, to start off with a sneaky energy, you notice that he's tiptoeing away with some swords and looking back to see if anyone is spotting him. We have that, and we have it with the Chariot, and we have it with the Magician. So the Magician is literally, as a card says, in the context of this reading, is making something appear that like it's one thing when it really isn't. They're telling me about this 33andMe. It may not be 33andMe. I think Meghan got some genetic thing, and then she realized she was 40-something% Nigerian or something like that. I don't know, but it's just a lot of things, because for this Chariot is making something go. Now, this Chariot is a major card. It's a major energy. There's a lot of momentum or a lot of planning to curate the story, to control the narrative. Is that they give me the phrase narrative, right? So there was a lot that went on to controlling the narrative and to develop this story. What is under the deck here as well is Five of Cups. So this is showing me like there have been 3 major attempts to do something, and I don't know how many times they've attempted to rebrand. I've kind of lost count. But it's as if they haven't gone really well. They haven't gone well. There's a number of occasions looking to rebrand. They haven't gone well. So these sort of attempts are in the back pocket. So off the back of this, there are going to be more attempts, but it's as if this is the latest attempt that we're seeing of doing this. It's like the others haven't succeeded. And it's interesting that this energy of it not succeeding has come under, or like a clarifier of the initial energies or reasons for this tour. However, having said all of that, we have the Judgment card, right, which is rising up or coming up. We have the Judgment and we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this has been a success for all intents and purposes. Overall, it's been a successful tour. It hasn't, they're giving me with the Judgment, it doesn't have the polish of like an official royal tour, but it's given enough. It's as if this tour is meant to, sorry, they're giving me this again. It's, sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages, just one moment. This tour is signaling to people the power of their brand and just how powerful they could be. It's as if he had to, like, it's going back to your roots, basically, is what this is. Yeah, thank you very much. That's the phrase I'm looking for. It's going back to the roots. He is a royal, like going about and, you know, doing documentaries where you're shooting down your family and all this sort of stuff. It may get you that quick initial win, but it's to the long-term detriment of you and your brand. And there is beginning to be a realization of that. And this is where we have the Five of Cups here. There's beginning to be a realization that, okay, this isn't working. No one's interested in hearing it. Let me rise up and go back to my calling. You know, with the angel and the trumpet, that's your calling. My calling is that I'm a royal. My calling is that it's service and duty. And where we see the Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, when we're talking about a family, this is the family tradition. This is in my blood. This is my legacy. So it's like you're going back to your legacy and you're creating a new beginning based on that, right? So that's what they're trying to do. If you've, I have a royal family library of readings, and this is what I've always said about these guys from the very beginning. I don't know if when they decided to leave the royal family, if they kicked off doing this type of work that they did on this tour, you know, bringing attention to injured Nigerian servicemen, you know, Meghan doing her black woman empowerment talk and all that sort of stuff. If they started off the bat doing that, like, I don't know why they hadn't done that. I really don't know why, because it just makes sense, you know, but he's going back to his calling. He's going back to his roots. I feel with the Ace of Cups and with the Fool, they know that it's been very well received. They are of the impression that this is, we have an Ace of Cups and we have a Fool. This is new beginnings for them. They feel that they've hit the bullseye. This is it. They've gotten really good responses. It's been really successful. There are lessons which they could learn from this, but we're going to be seeing a lot more of this type of work from them in the future moving forward. A lot more. Okay. Spirit guides, and angels, thank you for that. What else could you let us know? You know what I find really interesting, even though this is about the tour, what about them and their relationship? What about them and Meghan and Harry's relationship? It's interesting, I don't really see anything regarding them being a couple here. So let's see whether that comes. Oh, Lord have mercy, right? We may expect to hear in the news coming up soon whether there's any. We have a Tower moment here. There's some unexpected. We have the Tower coming up next to the Seven of Swords. So, and the Chariot. So what I was saying here about how they got this tour by underhanded means, like whether that may be revealed about the both of them. But it's interesting when it comes to them. They could just, I'm fascinated by their energy. They could just never catch a break. There's always something with the both of them. They could never catch a break. And it's something about something underhand or duplicitous that they've done or someone in their team has done, which is going to come to the forefront with this Tower energy and catch both of them unawares. There is something coming down the pike between now and the next couple of months. you know, with the Page of Swords, it's some rumor that someone's going to start. So this could very well be, for instance, Meghan's, whether it's, you know, that bullying claim that has been under wraps. I don't know whether the lid on that is, whether that's going to be unsealed, because remember the Queen did an investigation into the bullying claims against Meghan, and the Queen decided the outcome of that would be sealed. So it's something like that, whether that comes out or whether people choose to come out and speak about it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's with the moon energy. It's something that was previously hidden that a lot of people know about in terms of the background that's going to be coming out regarding these two. Something is coming out. People are going to be coming out and speaking, or people are already in the process of coming out and speaking. The reason why I say this is because this moon energy has come up next to the Judgment. You know, so people are coming up and they're going to be releasing information about these two. And it doesn't look good whatsoever. It's as if the press know of some rumor regarding them that has been circulating in the background, and they've chosen not to come out and say it. This rumor or this information may either be regarding Harry and Meghan's move, or it's something that happened just before they left the royal family or right after they left the royal family. But there is something huge coming out about these two. They just can't catch a break. What is it that's coming out? What is it that's coming out? So we give a few examples, like whether it's that bullying claim that may come out, or they're not letting me know. However, we have a king energy here. This is referring to information. We have the king next to the Judgment, next to the Ten of Pentacles. So this is telling me that this may also involve William, or it may involve Charles. Either they would be the ones, or their camp may be leaking stories, because the King of Cups has come up next to the moon. So either someone in their camp may leak stories, or the reason being, they're telling me this as well. You can't have two royal families, is what's coming through here. You can't have two. Because I'm seeing this next to the Four of Pentacles, someone holding something close to their chest, and notice they're wearing a crown as well. What they're saying to me here is as if someone who is a king, or who is to be king, or has that maturity, is looking on at this and they view it as undermining the work of the royal family. I'm just getting that here with these cards. It's like you're undermining, by you going and doing this unofficial tour, you're undermining the royal family. We can't have two royal families doing tours, basically. You know, it's, yeah, they're looking on at this and they're not very happy about it whatsoever. They're not very happy about it. It's like someone encroaching on their territory and they want to hold it all to themselves. So that duty, and what it's like, you're diluting the brand, basically, is what it is. So it's as if something is going to come out to kind of put Harry and Meghan back in their box. It's something that's going to be, with this Wheel of Fortune, quite unexpected as well. With the Nine of Cups, it may be regarding Meghan also. With the Nine of Pentacles, maybe more centered towards her. It could be that there's even background talks about this. So we may not immediately come out and hear about it, but it could be that there's background conversation about this. Like, you know, between, let's say, Charles, William, and Harry. Like, you can't do this. Or they're going to either take away their titles, or there may be rumors again of their titles being taken away. But in a way, as I say that, I feel that that option is going to re-emerge on the table again. But it's as if Harry and Meghan, have outsmarted, with this Hierophant energy under the deck, it's as if for the time being they have outsmarted the royal family, because they are operating in the style of, again, with family legacy. It's as if Harry is operating in the style and memory of Princess Diana in terms of what he's doing. So if the royal family wanted to go against, you see, notice we have the adjudication. It's like Harry pleading his case, William pleading his case. It's like if they went against Harry and Meghan directly and told them to stop or withdrew their titles, it's as if the royal family would look petty. Like they can't do that. It's like actually Harry and Meghan have been very smart. And this is where we come back to this card again with the Seven of Swords. It's like being, this person, notice that he's sneaking. This is someone being smart. They're being strategic. They're being resourceful now as to how they go about this. Hang on, guys. That's just the doorbell. I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back. Right. So another message that I'm picking up here regarding whoever this king is, it's either William or it's either Charles. It seems as if when it comes to what Harry and Meghan are doing, their perspective is that someone with the full energy, and this is Harry and Meghan, haven't quite thought it through. Haven't quite thought through the implications of it. And I'm seeing that as this is coming under the High Priestess as well. That what they're doing is very short-sighted. It lacks wisdom. It lacks insight, how they're going about this. And more than anything, when I'm picking up with the Seven of Pentacles, it's diluting again. And I know I've said this, so sorry about, I'm just tuning back in. It's about diluting the brand, the royal brand, and the sovereignty of being royal is being diluted by someone with the full energy who hasn't thought things through. Sorry, I just need to reconnect. Just one moment, please. So, thank you, I'm back. So what they're saying is that it could be that either Charles or William is, yeah, particularly William, they're driving me more towards William, but I think it's both Charles and William who are not in agreement with regard to this. They're drawing me to the fish around this person's neck. I don't know. Oh God, do I have time to... I'll come back to it. I don't know how important it is to figure out who this person is. But, yeah, let's continue about that. So, Spirit Guides, God, and Angels, thank you for those messages so far. Can you provide us a bit more insight on this, please? On what the royal family thinks about... they're bringing me to Meghan for some reason. I can't go there. Meghan wants to do more tours. She really quite enjoyed... There is something as well that is going to happen where Harry and Meghan would need to travel, because whatever this thing is with the both of them, that happens to the both of them, it's as if it may cause them to travel. Like they would need to travel back home, whatever this catastrophic... I'll use the term catastrophic, or this hit to them will cause them to travel. They need to travel across water, or get ready to travel across water. Okay. Well, anything further? It's annoying that I had that interruption during this reading, sorry. Anything further? It's interesting seeing next to Charles or William the Justice card, that Justice energy. What Harry and Meghan have done is pretty short-sighted, I have to say. There can only be one royal family. There can only be one royal family. It's as if I'm getting in the energies of William and Charles. It's as if with Harry, it's always something. It's like if I'm in their energy, that's the way they view this. I don't see will Harry, if he's asked to stop with this Nine of Cups, I think he feels that he's on a roll. I think he feels that this is the sweet spot, that they've finally gotten what they're meant to be doing. After the royal family, they've finally gotten it right. And I feel that for once he feels that the ball is in his court and he has the power over himself and over his destiny and over what it is that he is meant to be doing in life. I feel that he's really reconnected to the sweet spot of his purpose. This has re-established Harry. Before, I always felt that in previous readings, I've raised Harry's mental health. I've raised it a lot, and I've been very concerned from tuning into his energy regarding his mental health because he never quite seemed stable. But it's as if with this new branding and this tour, and according to them, the success of it, it's as if he's been able to reconnect with his purpose once again. And their argument is, our mother did it, why can't we? Especially as I'm seeing this woman, it's like he's channeling his mother in this. So now he's very fulfilled, he's very content, he has a sense of direction, he has a sense of purpose. It's like him coming into his own, and here I'm seeing with the King of Wands, like he's coming into his own person, he's coming into his own royal. And with the Salamander's talking about transformation, so he's transforming and he's transitioning into that. Which for him is quite welcomed, particularly after he's never felt. This is how he felt. He felt like a pariah. He was shut out. Like he felt that he had no other choice but for him and his wife to leave the royal family. They've been a pariah. They've been an island on their own. They've been faced by so much bad luck. He feels that this is something that's happened. This is a deep wound that he's had, a deep trauma wound that he's had from childhood regarding the royal family, and never feeling that he was a part of it, never feeling that he belonged. With the Six of Cups here, this is talking about his past. This is talking about, and we're seeing this sort of castle or monastery in the background, like the royal grounds, it always seems like to me, and he's never really felt a part of that, is what's coming through here. And this is also based on the sabotage that he feels that the royal family has done to him, stabbing him in the back. That's how he feels. I'm not saying whether he's right or wrong. I'm saying that's how he feels. And now this is him. He's finally coming into his own. He's finally taking that decisive action. He's finally rising up to the occasion. They want me to do Meghan, so I just need to. And what I think is really interesting about this energy that I'm seeing here is that usually Meghan comes through, but I am not seeing Meghan in this energy at all. I'm mainly seeing Harry and the rest of the royal family, so I think that in itself is quite interesting. What about Meghan? What's going on with her? How does she view all of this? Spirit guides, guardian angels, how does Meghan view all of this? How does she view the tour? How does she... Four of Swords. She had a lot of reservations about this tour and about putting herself out there again. It's as if she went on this and she was holding back. I'm feeling like in my solar plexus, I'm feeling a lot of uncertainty. It's as if she was a bit, with this Two of Wands, with this two, if you know my reading, I always view these two as being an archway, and he's holding the globe, he's holding the world. It's like, what is the world going to say about me now? What are people going to say about me? I'm just going to really try to do the least, say the least, smile, turn up, not to do too much, so people don't have much to say about me. Like, this is how she feels about it. There have been studies I'm being shown. They're drawing me to the stained glass window here. It's as if she also studied past tours. It's really interesting. The people they have around them are very different in terms of how to do tours and that sort of thing. So they have a very different set of people around them to advise them. And I feel that with this, she has more taken the back seat and allowed them to take the lead as to what she ought to be doing, or what she ought to do or ought not to do, is another thing that they're telling me here as well. What else about... Oh, we have this card again. This traveling card. There is some... Yeah. What is that Three of Wands? That's come up again. What's that Three of Wands about? They could be traveling back home and traveling back to family or something along those lines. But could you give us a bit more about what this Three of Wands is about? We have this movement again. This movement of this traveling. I feel that what they hope for above, over and above anything else, she does not like William at all. I feel this is William. She does not like William whatsoever. She does not like him. I feel that what they are hoping is that she is hoping that they finally hit the jackpot when it comes to this. She's really hoping that. With this sun energy, that she's hoping that they finally hit the jackpot when it comes to this tour. But I'm picking up a very tentative energy when it comes to that, though. William is featured here again. It's like she's anticipating. Notice the wands coming up against them. It's like there is some, whatever I mentioned with that Tower card in the first spread, it's as if she is aware or she suspects that it's coming up again and she knows it. It's like, this is what I mean. It's like she's holding back with that sword that she's lying on. It's like they're holding back because they're waiting. They know how this game is played now. Whenever they do something and it goes really well, they expect to get backlash. So it's as if she's trying to be quiet and she's holding back because they're waiting for the backlash. They're waiting for people to come out and criticize it and downplay it. And from her perspective, it's driven by William and his camp. That's what she feels. And with the sun shining on William, she feels that she has proof of this. I'm not saying it is true. I'm just saying this. I'm just reading her energy and how she feels. There is something regarding William as well. Is either we as a public may see it, or in terms of their household, with the Four of Pentacles, she'll be able to spell it out. But there is something, and all messages are alleged, about William being underhand or doing things behind the scenes as well to sort of block their success, which she feels would be coming to light. It's like she blames William for blocking their success and blocking their destiny. She blames William for that, because I'm picking that up with the Seven of Pentacles, and that's coming up in the row with William. It's like she's blaming William for that. It's what they're giving me is a message that William doesn't want them to do anything whatsoever. It's like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do the other. So what is it that you want us to do then? It's like, behind the scenes is not, they're telling me this is not Charles who's driving the show, it's William who's driving the show. Because I was wondering, is this Charles, is this William? No, they're saying it's William. It's like William is driving the show behind the scenes. Like, this is what we as the public don't see, according to her. They feel that it's their destiny to do this and they're being held back from doing it. Now you're saying, but we are being held back. What do you mean? They just had a successful tour. I'm picking up that they want to do more of these tours. These tours are actually quite profitable for them. It's like, because they are being shown to be doing it, there's something about, they've hit a sweet spot here, and it's as if William, they're saying, or someone in William's camp or the royal family wants to cut that down before they've even started, before it's given time to shine, before it's given time to take off. But they feel that this is a legacy, it's something they're meant to do. But somehow we're going to hear over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, that there is going to be a move to prevent them, Harry and Meghan, from doing any more of these. They're going to try. Whether they're successful or not, it depends to be seen. But when we see a lot of stories being planted in the press against William and Harry, not Harry and Harry, sorry, Meghan and Harry and Meghan, sorry, it's like they need to go back to the drawing board to find some other way, whether it's the institution, whether it's the royal, whether it's the firm that goes after Harry and Meghan or tries to suppress it, because we saw something with that legal card, or that legal energy, is as if they're saying, no, you can't do this. Any final messages? They're still going to continue to do it though. They're still going to go right ahead and continue doing what they're doing. In terms of going around the Commonwealth and having tours with people in the Commonwealth. And what they're showing me particularly there's a lot of money in charity and prestige in charity apparently, which I did not know of. But apparently with them going around and representing different charities, it's like behind the scenes deals are being done, or money is exchanging hands and that sort of thing. So this is something that's going to be quite profitable for them, because they're taking them from a 5 of Pentacles to an 8 of Pentacles. And they're going to travel the world doing it. It's going to be very profitable for them if they're going to be able to do it. And it takes them away from the struggles that they've been facing before. And it enables them to re-establish themselves as a brand. Yeah, they're still going to continue going forward with it. I'm not sure whether Prince William would be able to stop them, to be fair, because these cards look quite strong. Yeah, I don't think he's not going to be able to stop this. They've really come into their own, is what this is saying. They've really, with this Knight of Pentacles, the royal family had better watch out. Like, they feel Harry and Meghan have come into their own. I think the royal family or the firm, I don't want to put it on William, the firm is going to try. We saw it with the Tower, we saw it with the legal card. They may use the press to plant stories or to dig stuff up, to, you know, shine a negative light on the charity and to undermine them, or to say they are not credible. We'll see in the next few weeks a lot of those sort of stories coming out, or them saying that there are 2 royal families, you can't do this, we'll take you to court, or whatever form it takes. Be on the lookout for that, because it's coming. But it's not going to stop them. We have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Swords. They've been in turbulent waters. They're moving on to calmer waters. They know what the destination is now. They're making that transfer. With the Chariot, that's a powerful movement card. With the Ace, this Ace talks about passion. They've reconnected with their passion. They've reconnected with something that gives them purpose, that gives them drive, that gives them direction. And the sun energy is shining on it. The sun energy is shining on the Chariot. And we also have the star that, like, this is major arcana cards. And we have the High Priestess. like the wind is in their sails now, and then they're ending off with the 10 of Pentacles with their 2 children and being very fulfilled. I was even looking at their marriage for a while and thinking their marriage was on the rocks. It seems as though this is going to really reconnect them and make them stronger than ever and very, very much fulfilled. It's like this is saying to me that their happy ever after is finally on the horizon. That's what I'm picking up here. But they still have a lot to go through before they reach this stage, right? This stage isn't happening now. This stage is coming. It's not here yet. But so far, all signs look as though they can get to this stage. But there's going to be a lot of undermining that's going to be happening before then. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in future readings. Bye for now.